And we're live. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of One Stop Live, episode 10. I'm Tim from One Stop Warehouse in Sydney and I'm here with Dee Dee at One Stop Warehouse in Brisbane. Hi Dee Dee.
Hello Tim, how are you?
Going well. I hope you're the same.
Always. As usual, we'll be starting with our special guest, and today we have the honor to have Dean Williamson from GoodWe.
We pre-recorded Dean's interview, so we'll just watch it now. Hi Dean. Hi Dee Dee. Welcome. Great to see you, Dean.
Thanks, Tim. Good to see you as well. Hi, Dee Dee.
Hi, Dean. So I'm going to start with the first question. GoodWe is a very well-known brand in the inverter world. What is this attributed to?
We attribute GoodWe's growth to a few different areas, but primarily due to the overall product portfolio that we have on offer. We feel like it's a really complete and comprehensive portfolio. Mainly thanks to our R&D team who have done a terrific job. Also the reliability. We have really stringent O&A processes and as a result we see a really low failure rate in the Australian market. But also due to being able to tailor an inverter for the specific market. I feel like we're really lucky at GoodWe that we're able to not only build an innovative inverter, but also tailor it really specific to the Australian market. Making it easier for the retailers and the installers. And a few key ways that we've done that is, first of all, we're building DC isolators into all of our product range moving forward. We've built inbuilt export control into all of our single-phase inverters. We've also got the functionality available for three-phase, and just other things like building more MPPTs into the inverter, lower startup voltages, so the inverter works earlier in the day and then later in the evening. And probably also should mention our service and support. We feel like that's a really strong point of ours in Australia. I've got a really strong service team behind me and we've got some really strong goals, really trying to support the retailers and the installers that are supporting us.
Fantastic, Dean. So what products are available in Australia right now? And what products do you specifically think that our customers should be focusing on in the GoodWe range?
Look, without mentioning every single model we have on the market, probably the most popular is our DNS range, which is our residential inverter. That comes in a 3, a 4.2 and a 5 kilowatt inverter. And important to note is that range now comes with an inbuilt DC isolator, whereas previously it didn't. But most of the inquiries, certainly the new sales inquiries, are coming from the MS inverter, which is our new large single-phase inverter. This was tailored primarily for the Australian market. It's a large single-phase inverter with 3 MPPT trackers. Comes in a 5, a 6, 8.5 and a 10 kilowatt model. We've identified that the average size system in Australia now sits around 8 kilowatts. So being able to develop a large single-phase inverter with 3 MPPTs gives the installers some real flexibility and being able to utilise 3 different roof orientations, which is certainly a big feature that we've got on our product there. Also gaining some traction in the C&I space, which has been a really big focus of ours for the last 12 months and an area where we're seeing the most growth moving forward. So the SMT and the MT series there are becoming quite popular. And again, we attribute this to our retail and installer base providing us regular feedback. And as a result, we've got an R&D team dedicated for the Australian market who have really developed a a strong product offering there, where we feel we've got some advantages in the market. And due to the growth in this area, later in the year, we'll also be launching our HT series, which will be a 100 kilowatt, a 120 and a 136 watt inverter. And then next year, we'll launch our 250 kilowatt inverter, which will give us an avenue into the utility scale market.
Wow.
Great plan. So what is GoodWe production capacity, Dean?
So the capacity that we've got at the moment is 12 gigawatts. We've got 2 manufacturing plants in China. One of them is based in Suzhou, where we've got a brand new head office and manufacturing facility. And then we've also got another manufacturing plant in Guangdong in China. And that's where 80% of the volume gets manufactured. And all of our high volume moving product gets manufactured from that Guangdong plant. We're also growing quite rapidly globally. And as a result, we've purchased the same amount of land again, which gives us the ability to double that production capacity in the years ahead if need be.
Fantastic. Dean, we recently heard that GoodWe became the largest supplier of storage inverters globally. What do you think separates you from the others in the storage market?
I think it's primarily because we've got the largest storage portfolio offering of all the manufacturers. We've got single-phase hybrids, we've got 3-phase hybrids, we've got those in a low voltage offering, we've got those in a high voltage offering. We've also got AC coupled solutions, which are perfect for retrofit. And then later in the year, we'll also release our commercial storage offering, which will come in a 50, 100 kilowatt, a 150, and a 200 kilowatt option. So I think primarily it's because we've got the most complete range of storage, but also other little things like our ES, which is our single phase hybrid. It's still the leader in the market because it's got the 100 amp charge and discharge capacity, and that's still unmatched in the industry, even though we've had that in the market now for 4 or 5 years. So that, and also the backup functionality, which we have, is UPS, interrupted power supply. So, so yeah, the R&D team's certainly done a great job with our story.
Beautiful. Before we let you go, Dean, would you like to share anything else with our installers and retailers?
Probably one important thing to note was that only a few weeks ago it was announced that GoodWe will become a publicly listed company. So within about 3 to 4 weeks, we expect the announcement that GoodWe will be listed on the Shanghai Stock Exchange, which was certainly a really exciting and positive step forward for the company.
Great achievement.
And I believe you've got some promotions happening as well.
We do. We have a photo contest at the moment. So any of the installers and the retailers out there, please take some photos of your installations. Make sure you tag GoodWe on the social media, and we're giving away vouchers every week for those installers that do that.
Fantastic.
I can confirm the hard work that Maggie does. Well, thank you, Dean. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks very much for having me. I appreciate you giving me the time to talk about GoodWe.
Thanks, Dean. Great to learn about your products. And that was Dean. Dean has had 10 years experience in the voltaic industry. He has had also 6 years experience working for inverter manufacturers with the Australian solar market. In the past year, Dean has focused in the promotion and sales of GoodWe solar inverters, which has had significantly improved GoodWe's brand influence and recognition in the Australian market. You're on mute.
Typical of me. So thank you, Tim, and thank you, Dean, for joining us. Let's move on to the next topic, which is product announcement. What's new in stock, Tim?
From this week, we're stocking something very exciting, the Q.HOME. The new battery from Q Cells brings world-leading technology to power tomorrow with today's sun. It's innovation that uses solar to its maximum potential.
It's easy to sell to your customer because number one, it's integrated from the panel to the inverter to the battery. Number two, you're dealing with one brand only, fully wrapped under a single warranty. It's manufactured in Korea and comes with Q-Cells Australia award-winning local support to help you take your home energy to the next level.
Now, to launch Q.HOME, we've got 3 packages available for you and your customers. Firstly, the safety package, which offers blackout protection with the battery of a 4 kilowatt and inverter combination. The second package is a stability package, which you obviously add the extra battery, which gives you 8 kilowatt hours. The best part of that, you get 8 kilowatts, makes it easy for the home. The third one is the Supreme package, which again we add an extra battery, and that gives you 12 kilowatt hours, and that means that you obviously the homeowner can sell energy back and make some income from it as well.
Perfect for big family. Thank you, team. If you're interested in Q.HOME or if you have any question, please contact your account manager. And if you don't have one, you can simply register an account with us, and one of our friendly team member will give you a call. Let's move now onto company news. With growing coronavirus cases in Victoria, it's critical we take first steps to help keep our employees, customers, and community safe. We're encouraging all employees and customers to wear a face mask when attending the office and warehouses for protection of themselves and others. This will be mandatory as for today, 22nd July 2020. For more information, please visit our website.
In another important news event, we're very excited to let people know about one-stop solar sessions starting Monday the 10th of August at 4 p.m. This is a great way to keep your social distancing up while getting CPD points and some great training.
Yeah, team. The session will be hosted by Ramsey, our new tech support engineer, and I'm delighted to announce Jinko and Huawei will be presenting the first session.
So don't forget to reserve every Monday afternoon from 10 p.m. August until the 7th of September at 4 p.m. for your solar sessions training. Make sure you put it in your diary.
Yeah, and to book, keep an eye out on social media and our newsletter to find a link to book.
Now, Didi, let's move over to a fantastic new competition from Ryzen. We're looking for the best Ryzen commercial and industrial products across Australia, and we want you to shoot a video of it. So, you can win $500 in One Stop Warehouse credit. And more importantly, you get a chance to feature in the One Stop Warehouse Facebook Live show right here on this platform. So, Didi, what do you have to do?
So basically, there are 3 simple steps for you to participate. Number 1, post a 1-minute video showcasing your Ryzen installation on your social media account. Number 2, include some project information such as the year, the location, the project size, and what Ryzen product you use. And number 3, include the hashtag Ryzen commercial installation or hashtag Ryzen industrial installation, and tag at Ryzen Energy Australia and at One Stop Warehouse in your submission. Otherwise, we might not be able to see to actually see it.
Hang on, bring me up.
Come back. So basically, we're looking for 3 best video only. So we will pick one winner at the end of every month. This campaign ends at the end of September. So best luck. And if you need to read the terms and conditions, they are on our news section on our website. So really easy to win. We actually haven't received any video yet. So you could be the first one to win the competition for the month of July. And
fantastic.
where are you, Tim?
Let me come back.
Come back. That's all right. I'm going to move on to the job opportunity available at One Stop Warehouse. So we're looking for 3 roles: account assistant here in Queensland, warehouse operator in New South Wales, and our friends at Discover Energy are looking for a junior business development manager in their Sydney office. As always, if you want to apply for this position, you can either apply on seek.com.au, you can visit our social media platforms, or you can email your resume to Rebecca at hr@onestopwarehouse.com.au. Looking for talent. Team is back.
Industry news.
That's right.
Let's start with the Renewable Energy Agency that wants to import electric cars, used electric cars into Australia. The Australian Renewable Energy Agency funded a report advocating the creation of a grey market for the imported second-hand electric cars, with a vision for every car and home to be powered by sustainable energy. According to the Australian, the report said allowing people to import used electric cars represents a significant business opportunity and would accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles in Australia, lowering prices and giving consumers more choice. However, car dealers have warned that easing restrictions on importing cars would put consumers at risk, and given importers do not have the same legal requirements as car dealers. So
the other news, that's the car. The other news of today is printed solar panels, a shining light for saving energy. The technology is a couple of years away from full commercialization, and Professor Dastur said he is now gearing up to build the first factory to produce printed solar here in Australia. The University of Newcastle developed proprietary technology using organic polymers that capture solar energy and conduct electricity. Liquid organic polymers are laid onto sheets of material by everyday printers like ink on paper to create a solar panel just 0.075 millimeters thick that can be stuck with special adhesive tape to arrange a surface. The future is here, guys.
It is, Dee Dee. And you know, I think I've got the perfect job for that printed solar panel. Our friends at Discover Energy have contemplated what it'd be like to turn the Australian Opera House into a virtual power plant by covering the Opera House with solar panels. So they've actually produced this very cool video. So we'll have a quick look at that and see what it might look like.
What an awesome idea, Tim. And it looks very modern too. So can you tell me how much is the Opera House power bill?
Now, the Opera House has a power bill of about $2.5 million a year. That means if we converted the Opera House to a VPP, they could say hello to smart energy from Discover Energy and say goodbye to power bills, like so many homes across Australia are doing. For more information, contact Discover Energy on their website and look for VPP.
Beautiful. Last topic of the day before we leave our audience, let's talk about solar and renewable events.
Fantastic. The Australian Clean Energy Summit started yesterday with a webinar series. They're running 4 90-minute webinars which started. The series will welcome Australia's leading renewable energy experts to discuss the latest challenges and opportunities facing the Australian clean energy industry. As you can see, the next webinar is on the 23rd, and they've got Lillian Patterson, the Director of Energy and Translation at the Clean Energy Council, Tony Wood, and Dr. Kerry Schott. So if you're interested, make sure you go to their website and register there.
Thank you, Tim. And we would like to thank Dean Williamson from GoodWe for joining us, our show today. And we are going to play a short video that GoodWe has sent us yesterday.
Thanks, Dean, and thanks everyone for being a part of it. Cheers.